Hey everybody, James Yeager with Tactical Response. Thanks for watching. Flashlights. You guys know I love flashlights and tried several different kinds. You guys have seen when I did my bug out video, I had the O-light, the headlamp that just fell apart while I was doing the video, and I've been a long time user of Surefire, and in an effort to find other lights, I have been checking out this PowerTac light, and it's pretty neat. I've just got it in. I got to get it fully charged, but I wanted to go over some of the specs and features with you. So I'm always looking for good flashlights, like for bug out bags, for glove compartments. It's not always about tactical stuff. Sometimes we need lights to do stuff. My wife uses a rechargeable light to walk the dogs, and things like that. So I'm always looking for good value in lights, and you can buy $5 flashlights at Walmart, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about buying like good stuff that'll last you years, but doesn't break the bank. And so as I've read online reviews and things like that of PowerTac, they've got some good reviews, and I wanted to kind of check them out for myself. And so you guys know clicky tail caps that's a no-go for me on a tactical flashlight, but I use lights just like you do. 99.999% of the time it's not for tactical use. You can get weapon mounts for these and things like that, but I'm looking at these specifically for this light to be a good utility light to put on my motorcycle. And you guys, if you knew how many flashlights I use, like I got a flashlight in every medical kit, and I've got a lot of medical kits. So we tend to just think about the tactical stuff, but medical kits are tactical. But bug out bags, glove boxes, backpacks, again, motorcycle, things like that. I'm always looking for like a good lights for that, and this one's pretty neat. So let's check out the specs and get some close-ups of this and how it comes packaged and all that stuff, and then get it charged up. Then go out to the shoot house with it and kind of show you how it does in the dark and stuff like that, and we'll go from there. But here we go. The E5R-G4 Gen 4 from PowerTac. All right, so here's kind of the stuff it comes with, and the light itself, which is, I don't think it's completely charged yet, but it comes with this handy dandy duty thing, but one of the magnetic chargers, so it just kind of goes on there. You can tell when it's charging. You can see the light on the other side, and red is charging, and it turns blue, I think, when it's charged. I'll have to I have to figure that one out. Comes with a handy dandy lanyard. You guys know that I prefer for tactical use a shock cord, a elastic one. This is fine for utility use. This is going to be a good utility light, and this one will wind up on my motorcycle. That's where it will end up. But as I said, the EV5R Generation 4 rechargeable. It takes the 18650 and two CR123s. Comes with this holder. This is a simple looking holder. It is a simple holder, but this is the nicest flashlight holder that I've ever seen come for free with a light, and one of the best ones I've ever seen. It might arguably the best one I've ever seen, period. It fits on a belt. It's robust. It's very heavy duty. It's not thin. It's not crap. It's very nice. I'll plug this for a second. The light slides in it. It's very secure. There's no way that thing's going to fall out. And so kudos to PowerTac on that. That's a nice. I mean, if this were equivalent from another company, or you're going to buy this is a $30 or $40 holder. It's actually really. I know I'm not talking about the light, but it's actually a really nice holder. As somebody that's worn a flashlight professionally for most of their life, it matters. So the knurling on this thing's really nice. I got my notes over here, I'll share them with you. Get that thing out of the way. The Cree LED, that's the standard LED for sure in the industry. Period. Takes two 123s or 18650, as I already said. Outputs 850 with the Sierra 123s and a turbo mode of 1800 with the 18650, and if I'm not mistaken, up to 2 hours with 1800 lumens. That's quite a lot. 2.2 hours for 850 with the 18650, or 1.2 hours with the Sierra 123s. So it's got respectable run times, and you know, and you never. Not that I don't trust anybody or whatever, but a lot of times with lights there's some hocus pocus on lumens and run times and stuff like that. So I don't care what brand you get, you got to kind of test that stuff out for yourself and see how long, you know, stuff will last, and you know things like that. It's waterproof down to 2 meters, it says, which is a kind of a standard thing. Deep knurling, it is some super sharp knurling on this thing. Robust construction. It feels pretty heavy duty, that's for sure. I like the fact that it's got the I think it's metal, nice metal lanyard loop on it that's replaceable. Take the cap off and that'll go on there. The clips on, which in general the downside to those is they're not as good really as the built-in clips. On the good side, they're really easy to replace. So you know, it's kind of -1 +1 back to even on that. It is a clicky, so that's not going to get any tactical use for me. But as far as a rechargeable flashlight for utility use, I actually kind of prefer the clicky. It's no problem there. You guys know I like the clip pointing the other way, so I can slide it onto a ball cap or something like that. But a lot of people, about 50% of the people, like the bezel down carry. So you know, no problem there. Hand soldered microprocessor boards, and that means no robots. And you know, we got to put these robots out of business. Put them on workman's comp or something like that. Premium chips and switches. And so what I really want to talk about the most, as I've studied this, as I've done my research on this, there's a couple things. Number one, there's a video of them taking one of these lights and shooting it and freezing it and dropping it off a building and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to it. And from what I understand, from the video, it's the same light. It's not like a new light for every test. They just pulverize this thing, just beat the shit out of it, and it just keeps working. So that's, you know, pretty neat. But as I've read reviews and stuff like that, is not a lot of people have problems with these lights, but the ones that do brag on the customer service, and so they kind of hang their hat on customer service right up front. No hassle, lifetime warranty. That's what they you know, put right out front as a no hassle lifetime warranty. So that's important. You know, that's relevant. That's, you know, that does matter to me and to a lot of people. But modern design, living your track record with people that use lights all the time, etc., etc. You know, good stuff all around as far as the resume is concerned. Comes with this little accessory kit, so to speak, and what comes in the box with it is a small but complete user manual, and that's what I like. I'm the quick start guy, but everything you need to know about this thing right up front. No problems there at all. Registration for it, if you want the lifetime warranty, you need to do that. Some decals, a warning on batteries that they are, you know, they have electricity in them, and another little kit with another cover here if you're going to use the USB function instead of the magnetic charger, and a key ring in case you want to run it through here and do the key ring flip around thing and all that. Another O-ring for the tail cap. So a nice little spare parts kit or accessory kit comes with it. And the next thing to do is after this thing gets charged, I think it was blue just a second ago. After this thing, there it goes. After this thing is fully charged, is take it out in the shoot house and see what it does in the low and no light conditions. Okay, we're back here in the shoot house, and the blue light you see is my microphone, not the flashlight. And so I got it fully charged now, I believe. And please appreciate how difficult it is to do low light videos. I'm standing here in a beam of light so you can see me, and so it's not just a black screen. And then just in the complete darkness like a ninja a couple of steps later. So this is a very dark area back here. And again, nothing's perfect. I just wanted to show you guys the bright setting real quick. So that's the Firefly. I told you we use the small button on the barrel to control that. So that's the lowest setting. And it looks like that's about 1 lux, which is perfect. Most low beams are, 5 to 10 lux, and this is 1 to 5. I don't know exactly, but very, very nice. That's what you want when you're sneaking around like a ninja. Number 2, which is bright, and this thing will burn forever on setting 2. So this is like just for walking the dog or whatever. That's a great amount of light there. And then 3, that's very bright. I would say that's a couple hundred to 300 lumens, something like that. Very, very bright. And then that's all the way up there, and that's extremely bright. So bright that if you were here with your eyes, instead of looking through the monitor, you'd start getting some contraction and with your pupils and things like that. And then now I'm going to hold that same button on the barrel for strobe. And sorry if you have epilepsy and you were watching a flashlight video and you didn't know there would be flashing lights in it. But that's it. It's actually pretty dramatic. The camera doesn't pick up actually how dramatic it is because the camera is trying to adjust for it. But this thing is going all the way off and all the way back on. It looks more like a flutter in the camera, but I assure you it's more of a strobe here in real life than you can tell from the camera. Let's go check out the light in a more dark environment and see what I'm talking about with 1 lux and stuff like that. So you can track me with my blue light on, and I've got it on 1 lux now, but I just wanted to show you what 1 lux kind of look like. This is just in the back corner of our shoot house at the Aloha Snack Bar. And there's a mirror right here. I'm going to go across the mirror on purpose. And back is one of the things you have to be careful of clearing a building, is not to backlight yourself. And that's, again, the lowest setting. And we'll go 1 click up, again, with the barrel mounted switch. And then that's a significant amount of light. Now, even with the camera on the lower setting, it's hard to distinguish colors and things like that, because we go legally blind, about 2400 vision in true low light. But just click it up a little bit, all those colors jump right out at you. And then now I'm gonna go back across the mirror, and a brighter setting, back across the mirror. You can see now the mirror is starting to blast out the camera. The brightest singular setting, watch it blast out the camera. And then now for the strobe, again, be careful if you have epilepsy, blast out the camera. So it's what we try to explain to people is it's when you do low light stuff, knowing how to do it is very important, and not blinding yourself, creating backlights and things like that. It's more than just putting a light on a gun and now there's more to it than that. If you're thinking about doing night vision, you need to take a low light class before you take a night vision class. It's a stair step, and they're intertwined. But this is the bright setting. It's very bright. These are unpainted gray concrete walls, and you can see it reflecting off that. This is an unpainted wood wall, just wood grain on this side. You see it reflecting off that. Wood up top, and then the mirror in the back, of course, no problem getting a nice bright shine off that thing. But I'm very impressed with the light quality. Let me move the camera. The light quality is very clean, even though it's a dirty background. Let's see, turn around here. Better show you what I'm talking about. This is better. Everybody that's an advocate for unsighted fire for point shooting. I want you to look at the walls of my shoot house. All these specks of paint, all these colored specks, that's all from unsighted fire. That's all from people that thought that using the sights wasn't necessary. That's all from people that probably before the class said that excess big dots were blocking their view. But this light is very clean. So when we look at these, for you guys that maybe haven't had low light training, this is the primary beam, and then this is the secondary beam. And we use lights for a lot of things: to illuminate, deceive, blind, navigate, all kinds of things. One of the things that we can do here is we can self-blind. We can blind ourselves right here. So when you're searching, when you're looking for your lost dog or whatever the case may be, use the secondary beam. Use the secondary beam for your search. So your eyes actually work better in that medium light than they do in that bright hot spot right there in the middle. And so that'll help you actually find the thing you want faster. Also, imagine we're farther away from this thing and there's a bad guy where that string is right there, okay? The string is hanging up. So we're searching. Let's say we see the bad guy right now, but let's say we go on past, we use the other side of the secondary beam. He thinks that we're not looking at him. He thinks that we haven't found him, but he's clearly visible in that second beam. So having a nice bright light like this that would help you, boom, blind somebody if you needed to, or even it's bright enough to blind them with a secondary beam, because what we would do, we go across, find him, blind him, deceive him, and now we have, hopefully we have some kind of advantage now. He probably still doesn't know we're looking at him. But overall, I'm keeping the light on for quite a bit to see how much it heats up. I'm holding it by the bezel end. It is warm, of course. Where there is light, there is heat, but it's not burning me or anything like that. Usually when you leave a light on this long, it starts getting pretty damn hot. This is warm, there's no doubt, but it's not burning. I could hold it here indefinitely, there's no problem. But the light quality is very good. When you see a light that's built with Cree LEDs, which are the standard, you're going to get a nice beam like this. And the reflector is nice in this. It's a very clean light. It's very nice. And you see that it's almost like a really weird square on the outer side. That's typically the shape of the reflector and stuff like that. It's not like perfectly round. Or I wants to believe it's round, but unless you spin it, you can't really tell. But this is a very nice, very, very high quality light. And I'll shine it down the hallway and knock the camera out. That's about 25 yards to that back wall. So you can kind of see how bright this light is. And if you were to need it for something, finding something, seeing something, or whatever, it's got the throw is nice and stuff like that. So overall, I give this light quality an A+. This is very nice. And you guys know that I like the floodlights and things like that. But if you're looking for a light with penetration, with throw, this one certainly has it. This is a neat little light. This is definitely going to find a home on my motorcycle, which means that you'll be seeing it again as I do some more motorcycle videos. It's very nice. Believe it or not, I like that one lux a lot. Like when you're trying to sneak around or not wake people up or whatever the case may be. That's actually really nice, And so like it's kind of like things like this are kind of like a low power variable optic, like a 1:4 or 1:6. Most people use them on 1 or 6. They never use them on 3, stuff like that. So flashlights wind up being that way for me, whereas the sights typically don't. Yeah, this is neat, and I'm really impressed with that light. I got to get it outside and see how much we can get out of it. But really nice. I like the magnetic charger. That was real handy. Not that other chargers are so cumbersome as, you know, to be unwieldy or something, but this was just very handy. So if this was on your nightstand or what have you, it'd be easy to top it off, you know, as often as you needed to, or whatever the case may be. So I'm not a fan of the clicky tail cap, so because of that, this is going to be a utilitarian light, but it's a super high quality utilitarian light. So like I said from the beginning, if you're looking for a good light that to put in the glove box, put in the bug out bag, motorcycle saddle bag, you know, to walk the dogs, things like that, this thing will certainly do that for you. Key points, as I said before, it's all the warranty. Everybody talks about the warranty when you look this thing up. Not many people have had a problem with them, but the ones that have brag about the warranty, so that's great. I posted up an Instagram and a Facebook post like, hey, what do you guys want to know about this? What do you got to say about the PowerTac lights? And nothing but wonderful reviews. Guys, I've had mine 4, 5, 6, 7 years using it on duty as a police officer or EMT, paramedic, fireman. I've a lot of people reported back. Nobody that owned one had anything negative to say about it. So that tells you a lot right there. So the research I did before I got the light in was positive. The research I've done since I've gotten the light in is positive. I haven't used it a lot. You've seen the extent of my use of this, but I got really nothing bad to say about this at all. And but I will report back. Like I said, I'll keep this on a motorcycle. I got to get out and do some stuff at distance. And as I film this, it's early spring in Tennessee, so before it gets too hot, because at night it's so humid, it gets foggy. No matter what you got, it doesn't do very well. So I got to get out while it's still kind of cool and get some long distance shots with this thing and see how that works out. But if you have questions about it, post them below. I'll see if I can answer them. And I appreciate you guys. So let me know if you are a PowerTac owner. Post below. Tell people what your experiences have been, good or bad. I expect they're mostly going to be good from what the research I've done. Again, this is the E5R Generation 4 G4, E5R-G4. Pretty good stuff. I like the one lux. James J. for Tactical Response, reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the, you know it, light never ends.